Hello, I'm Andrew Fryer, an evangelist at Microsoft in the UK. In this short demonstration, I'd like to show you how System Center Essentials works. And in order to do that, I've got a demo environment set up here. My physical laptop, hot black, is running the Hyper-V role on top of Windows Server 2008 R2, and that enables me to run 4 virtual machines simultaneously, thanks to a rather fast SSD installed in that machine. My 4 machines are the System Center Essentials server itself, a domain controller, and 2 Windows 7 clients. So let's switch over to the physical machine and see how that's set up. So here you can see I'm running 4 virtual machines. I've given the System Center Essentials machine just over 3 gigs of RAM, which is the bare minimum it needs. I've given the 2 clients about 1 gig each, and I've taken just half a gig for the domain controller. So let's jump in now to the System Center Essentials machine, or SCE as I shall refer to it from now on, and see how to install the product. So now I'm in the SCE 2010 virtual machine, and I've already installed the application server and IIS roles. The file services role is on there as well, but I don't actually need it for this. I've also installed SQL Server 2008 R2, as you can see here, together with its reporting services component. SCE needs to use reporting services to show you what's going on inside all the machines you're trying to manage. It doesn't need to be actually on the local box, for simplicity's sake I've decided to put it on here. In fact, you may already have SQL Server installed somewhere in your organisation, and you can use that to store all the information that SCE is picking up about these other machines. If you're running a very small installation of SCE, you can just use the free Express edition that comes with the product. But if you're running a larger organisation, maybe over 100 machines, then you're going to be needing to use a licensed copy of SQL Server to store all the data. That's enough about SQL Server. I'm afraid I'm a bit of a DBA. So let's get started and install System Center Essentials. I've attached a VHD to this virtual machine, which has got all the installs of the System Center products on it here. And so I can just go into Essentials 2010 here and start running the configuration now. When I do that, I get a nice standard sort of pane allowing me to go off and read the installation guide, check the documentation, and even get some help online if I need to. I know what I'm doing, and I've just downloaded this, so I'm just going to go for the straight install. It will do a test online to see if there are any updates, and as you can see, it's found one and has pulled it down. Now I'm presented with the license screen. As this is a Microsoft demo, I've already got one of the keys that I need for this. I sign the license agreement, and now I have the option to choose those extra components. So SCE has got a reporting add-in into it, so you can see what's going on with all your machines, and as I've already got reporting services installed, it'd be rude not to check that option. Also new for SCE is now virtualization management. So we've taken some of the parts of SCVMM out of that tool and put it into this product to allow small businesses to be able to run virtual machines as well as physical ones and have some control over those. It's now going to do a check for prerequisites. And although I've got some warnings, I'm okay to proceed. I've got over the minimum amount of memory, but not really enough. The VM disk space check is to enable you to store virtual machines on the catalogue, but as I'm running all of this in a virtual machine, that's not really relevant because I can just mount in a new VHD, much as I did to get the installs on here, to create the extra disk space I need at any time I want. So I can ignore that message too. It's now going to try and find the database instance where I can install the database that's going to keep track of all the information that SCE is collecting, and it's found that I've already got that installed on this local machine. It's also found the reporting engine, so that's okay too, just validating that it's okay. I now get to choose where I can put the install files themselves, and also where I can store all the update content. Because SCE is going to manage all of my machines, I want to pull down the updates centrally to this server and then deploy them to each of my clients rather than having them download them and use up all my bandwidth. I've also got the option here to choose where to put my virtual machine library, and as I said, we might want to do that later on. I'm going to leave it where it is for now and just press on here. I now need to provide some credentials to be able to go and manage all these other machines, and you probably want to set up a special account for this, but in fine Microsoft tradition I'm just going to use the administrator account. I'll just quickly test that's okay and hit next. It is worth filling in the feedback to Microsoft. It does help us improve the product, and none of your data, private data, is shared with Microsoft. I can also elect to pick up all the updates from them as well. Okay, that's pretty much all I need to fill in. I can now hit install. That's going to probably take 20 minutes to half an hour. I don't expect you to watch that, so I'm going to let that go, and then we'll come back and see what it looks like when we finished installing it.